Hello, 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 dreamers. Badala here. As always, thank you for all your love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. If you haven't done so, go ahead and do so. We'd love to have you. So this is the collective reading for this week. And are you there? Are you here? Are you awake? Um, Finally feeling like you're waking up from some type of like dazed, or I don't want to necessarily say like it was like a nightmare. It was more of like the space of like, who the fuck was I? Like, what was I thinking? Wait, what? That's kind of like the energy that I'm picking up. There is this sense where some of you, somewhere along the line or down the path, however you want to word it, started to question yourself, started to doubt your gifts, your path, yourself, in an essence, right? As a fool, as who you are, as who you are meant to be. And there seems to be this energy before we even get into the water, guys. This is what I what I was picking up. It's like somebody thought that taking the elevator meant that they were gonna get there before you. And it's like somebody took the elevator, you took the stairs, but somehow you got there before they did. That elevator stalled, the power went off, something happened where whether this person was openly competing with you or they were secretly competing with you, they thought that they were on a fast track to claim something that was yours. Now, whether this is in career, in your finances, in your love life, is going to vary, right, from person to person, because these are just collective readings, my love. But there is a sense that in the midst of that energy of somebody competing with you, whether you knew it or not, whether you sensed it or not, and I mean sensed it like consciously, because I feel like you something inside of you knew that there was somebody out there that was trying to compete with you. There was somebody out there that was trying to be better than you. I really I don't understand that energy, to be honest with you, because I mean I'm in competition every single day, but I'm only in competition with the reflection that is facing me back every single freaking day. Like that's just kind of like how I was built. The only competition I have is the one staring right back at me, right? When I'm looking in the mirror. And there is this sense where some of you, whether this was intentionally or not, you allowed this energy to filter through. You started embodying this energy, or you started to allow this energy to come through in a sense of like, it started to creep in somehow. I don't want to necessarily say that you don't know how to protect yourself. I just feel like you kind of let your guard down. Maybe this is somebody that posed as a friend or something of that matter, because you kind of let your guard down and then you started to internalize this person's own personal dialogue, their own doubts, their own whatever. Now, if you call yourself an empath or whatever you call yourself, there is an understanding here that being an empath or just saying, oh, I'm an empath, I can feel everything, is not the goal, my love. That is not a flex. Okay? No, 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 no. It is a beautiful thing, but it's about learning how to master that. And I feel that somewhere down the line in this space of competition, where somebody was in competition with you, you kind of lost the mastery of yourself. And now spirit is bringing you out of this space where it's like, oh shoot, like I really allowed myself to get to this point. I really allow these energies, these echoes, these thoughts, these words that were not mine to be internalized by me. So here what you're doing in an essence is taking the accountability for your part that you played in it, because again, you're coming out of this energy. It kind of seems like a little hazy. It feels a little like you were in some type of trance that you didn't even recognize yourself. You were in this type of trance where you didn't even realize what you were doing. And it's like, it's not until something finally kind of like wakes you up and it's like, hey, like, can you stop? Can you stop doubting yourself? Can you stop questioning yourself? Can you just stop? Like, this is not whom you are. This is not what you've been working towards. So I need you to snap out of it. And again, there could have been like different things or different people that were involved in kind of creating this. I don't want to necessarily say like a chaotic space, but it was a space that kind of cornered you or kind of put you in a space where you just couldn't, like you just couldn't tell like what was really happening, or you couldn't really tell what was yours and what wasn't, right? Like everything just felt like all consuming. And this is why I'm picking, like, this is where I gear more to like, okay, is this like a friend, or is this somebody that you consider a friend or a family member, something of that matter, that was like secretly competing with you? Because it's almost kind of like you don't even realize, or you don't recognize where the energy that you are internalizing is coming from. So you need to be aware of that. So it is funny because I was looking at my deck. This is like my dark, I call them the dark shadow deck. I really do not have the box. Well, I think I do. I just don't remember the name of it. I'm gonna have to look for it. But it's like the card that was facing me is this me? And it's kind of funny because this is what we're talking about. Like, hey, is this me? Like, some of you are finally waking up to who you really are, and to the knowing that with your gifts, right, with your gifts, with your ability, whatever it is that you connect with them, there comes the responsibility of mastering them. It is not so easy to just be like, oh yeah, I can do this, I can do that. Well, my love, we all have the capability of doing this and this and that if we all put our mind to it. And I know that's gonna bother, some people are gonna get upset about that. There are people that are born with their abilities or gifts already opened, if that makes sense. And they don't really have to master it in the sense of like learning them. They just have to learn to evolve within them. And I don't know if that makes sense, but that's the way that it's coming through. Now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna shift into the water and candle because we gotta see what is going on here. Yeah, there seems to be, again, I'm looking at this and I'm seeing there's an eye that is watching you. So like, of course, what else will be watching you? Okay, this eye looks almost kind of like a lizard eye or something of that matter. That's the way that I'm looking at it, right? So it's almost kind of like a predator looking at its prey. And I don't know why I had to say lizard or whatever it is, but that's the way that it's coming through. And it's like somebody is really looking at you from this space of either wanting to be you or wanting to replace you in a certain space, wanting to compete with you because they want to show everyone that they are better than you within a certain space or situation. All right, let's go ahead and let's see. This person does seem to fly under the radar when it comes to their true nature. Now, what do I mean? That this is somebody that can, oh, a chameleon. That's like a chameleon is like, those little, I don't want to call them lizard, but they look like little lizards and they can change their colors, right? Their skin color based on where it is that they are. And unfortunately, this person uses that ability of camouflaging or um switching up like who they are or pretending to be someone that they're not in order to get into spaces or into places where then they can try to take over. That's kind of like the only way that I can word it. Now, whether this is within a relationship, you may have somebody that is acting as a friend, is acting like as a concerned friend or whatever it is, and they're secretly after like your girl, after your guy or whatever it is, and or they're just equally after you. Maybe they don't want to see you happy. Not necessarily that they want your partner, they just don't want to see you happy because they're not happy at the moment. If this is at work, is somebody that is, trying to get under everyone else's good grace. Like they are constantly like bringing baked goods or bringing coffee to the office or bringing this or bringing that, but they're trying to sell a version of them that doesn't truly exist. It is a version of them that comes out to pretend, to play in order to get ahead. Now, why is it that this is so much of a concern to you? Well, the reason is that this person, again, is trying to come for something that is yours, right? So this deceiving energy or this energy of pretending or this energy of trying to befriend you or befriend whoever it is that is around you is in like when we were talking about like the elevator and the stairs, right? So this is kind of like will be like the elevator. They're trying to get ahead of you. But what they don't understand is that spirit is revealing them. They're like the intention behind their actions is being revealed, right? So if this person is trying to kiss someone's ass at work or whatever it is, like that person that they're trying to, get on their good grace or whatever, is going to overhear them have a conversation, or there's going to be like a text. There's going to be something that is going to expose this person's true intention. So you need to just get back on track on you and allow yourself to not spend a lot of time getting upset with yourself because you were stuck in a haze or whatever it was, and instead like reclaim where it is that you are. Because again, I feel that if this is work related, like you are going to get the promotion over this person. If this is work related, it's like you're getting ahead, and this person is going to be kind of like shocked. They're going to be like, wait, what? um if this is like in relationships or whatever it is, it's like if somebody's making a move on someone that you're with, that person is going to, like your significant other is going to come and tell you like, hey, you can't trust this guy. Hey, you can't trust this girl, or whatever it is. Like something is being exposed. They're not expecting it to be exposed, but it is going to be exposed. Alrighty. All right, let's go ahead and let's see. Now, there's something here that I feel that you need to understand, or that you have to come to terms with. Um, just because you're doing the work that you're doing, and just because you are, putting in the work like spiritually and things like that, it doesn't make all of the things that you consider negative go away. Um, what it does do, or what it helps with, is the discernment within yourself whether to engage with those energies or not, whether to engage with those people or not, right? Because we're always talking about, like, like attracts like, right? And some of you are needing to, especially those of you that feel like, okay, I'm not thinking that way, I'm not perceiving life that way, and this and this and that. So why is it that I have people that are still thinking or viewing life in this way being attracted to me? For a lot of you guys, you are that light to, like, the moth, right? You are the light to those parts of those individuals that are trying to evolve, that are trying to change. So it's almost kind of like this thing where nothing is set on stone, nothing is depending, like, how do I wear that? For those of you that this is going to resonate, you're here for something bigger, you're here for something greater. So that thinking that the only people that are going to be attracted to you are positive, kind, nice people, I hate the word nice, but nice people, um is is not a reality. You're not here to sugarcoat things. You're not here to fit nicely in a platter. You're just not. And the sooner that you accept that, I feel the sooner that you free yourself from this place where, again, you tend to go into these haze or into the spaces, because at times there are people that are coming towards you and you're just like, wait, am I still stuck in that energy? And that is not the reality of it. And I feel that maybe some of you go into these spaces of like, oh, where am I still doing this? Where am I still doing that? Some of you are just meant to just recognize certain energies, and it does not mean that you are embodying them in this moment in time. It just means that you're able to recognize the energy. You're able to recognize it because it is a part of you that you have already mastered. So these energies can no longer like sneak in or anything like that. The problem here that you're having is that you are, or you were, is what we should say, you were internalizing some of these energies because you told yourself that the only reason why these energies were still showing up in your life is because you were living within those spaces. So that was what was living inside of you. And let's see if we can clarify this, please, okay? There is a version of you, there's a version of you that lives inside of you that is connected to that frequency, to that energy, and that's why you are able to recognize it. But it is not the energy that you are embodying at this moment in time. So this could have been an energy of you from like 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 5 years ago, whatever it is, and you're able to recognize it because there's a version of you inside of you that was that. Okay. So and again, that is not going to resonate with a lot of you. I feel that those of you that is going to resonate with is those of you that that you're here for something big within the collective. And what I mean by that is, like, you are supposed to be actually like doing some type of actual like spiritual work to help the collective within that space. Okay. All right. And the reason why I word it like that is that because not everybody that is watching spirituality, not everybody that is doing or seeking spirituality are necessarily wanting to or are meant to be doing like spiritual work for the collective. Okay. Again, if you want to get mad, you get mad with whomever you want to get mad at, but not this one right here. I'm just saying it as I call it. Okay. Um, Remember, we bring our spirituality into everything that we do, even on the day-to-day basis. Okay. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's see. Yeah, because the reason why I needed to like really, because that's basically what the watering candle is showing me, where a lot of you were really frustrated, were really getting annoyed with the fact that there was a space or an energy that kept coming back around. And instead of recognizing that it was just something that you're able to recognize right away, like, oh, this person is this way. Oh, that's the energy behind that person. Instead, you were internalizing and you were asking yourself, like, oh, where am I still like that? Oh, am I doing that? Oh, and it's like, no, babe, like you're just supposed to be able to recognize it. So as your closing message, I didn't even get to really shuffle. We have take notes of intuitive messages. I want to read what the book has to say in regards to this. My little Thwan Thwan. They have Thwan Thwan. Yeah, she has a name, but no, you're not privileged to know. I know it can be a BI sometimes. It's okay. You'll get used to it. Let's go ahead and let's see. Page 126. All right, let's go ahead and let's see. 126. Um, oh, this book is stained. I think I got coffee on it at some point. I don't know if you can tell. See? Okay. Use your intuition. Practice what? Discernment, baby. Didn't we talk about this? See through illusions and blockages. The moon is strongly associated with the divine feminine and the energy of receiving. If the sun is God, the moon is goddess. And so she offers a powerful energy of polarity and balance. She has a cycling energy and is therefore strongly connected to emotions, which often comes and goes in waves and to somewhat interesting behavior. So what no, so when the moon appears in a reading, you are often being told that it's not everything that not everything is as it seems. All right, let's clear that, please. So when the moon appears in a reading, you are often being told not everything is as it seems. The moon has a dark side, just dark, not negative. Mm. And she can show you what you've been kept in the dark about. So you see when I say like negative, I like the quotations, and positive because that is not how I see the world. That is not how I connect with the world. So I invite you to maybe play around a little bit with your words and see what words your spirit actually connects with. What actually resonates with you when you're talking about simple experiences that we're all having. That is all I have. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing, guys. Take care. Love you all. Bye bye.